John, every stat there was colored purple and gold. I'm not sure how the first half could have gone much better for the Smyrna Bulldogs.
Well, I think some of the stats that stood out were the 2 fumbles that were lost by Independence at crucial times, the interception by Independence, and then the 4 of 6 and third down conversions by Smyrna have been huge, and those are things that you just can't.
Down here, down 33 points, and the one thing you don't want to have to do against this Smyrna defense is become one-dimensional and have to throw the ball all the time, but they're going to have to put the ball in the air, and we'll just kind of see if they're able to get anything going. But so far, things are looking great for Smyrna. 24 more minutes, guys, and they're state champions again.
If you have the perfect lot, we can build the perfect home at Steve Martin Construction, 904-9639.
Jeff Veras to kick off here to Smyrna. Rod Wilkes standing back at the 6. And we are ready for the second half kickoff, and the toe is in it. It's an onside kick, and it's a big, massive pile up, and Smyrna says they have it at the 41-yard line, and they do.
Yeah, that's a good play, and I think Smyrna kind of figured that. They had a couple of wide receivers out there. Good hands, and Jesse Torres.
Well, he was the kid last week.
Sure was, the hero.
That
really.
Got the onside kick that ended the Bearden drive. We flipped end over end after catching him stretching as high as he could, jumping as high as he could, and then had his legs cut out from under him and fell on his head and held the football. Smyrna has had an onside kick in every game since the playoffs began, so why not in the state championship game?
Might as well. We're undefeated in all of them, so.
Here's Gray, goes right side. Gray to Bryson, and Bryson ekes out a couple of yards. Now, we'll see how intensity plays into this and different factors. You know, halftime and a long halftime, sometimes things get a little, I mean, the whole complexity of the game changes, John. So up here 33-0, got to continue the same momentum. And with such a big lead, too, they really haven't had to deal with this kind of second half, if you will.
No, they've not been in a game like this in a while, but they have to be sure that they don't go conservative too much here in this second half.
High backfield, here's Bryson again, and is met at the 45 for a loss of 1. Coffee on the stop. It will bring up third down and 12. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Jennings Tire, Bob Parks Auctioneer, Stan Vaught, Loveless Fine Photography, the Murfreesboro Post, Little Caesars Pizza, and Ideas Screen Printing and Embroidery. Third and 12, the ball all the way back at the Smyrna 45-yard line. Sonny Gray going to work from the shotgun. 2 wideouts to either side. Back to pass, goes right side, intended for Hager, incomplete. Would have been a couple of yards short had he caught it right there. So 3 and out for the Smyrna Bulldogs here, just underway in the second half. Thanks to Gary Rankin of the Alcoa Tornadoes for joining us halftime, and Jeff Jordan with your Mullins Jewelry halftime show.
Well, they definitely blew in here with a big win, didn't they? The Tornadoes.
2 in a row for Gary.
I never continue to amaze you with all my little...
The puns.
Yes, they just
keep coming.
Even when you don't want them, they keep coming.
Here's Sonny Gray's punt. Tie and angling to the right. It's going to bounce at the 25 and bounce up to the 23 and out of bounds. Nice punt of 32 yards for Sonny Gray. 10 minutes, 24 seconds on the third quarter clock. Smyrna up here 33-0. Eagles will have the ball with the 1st and 10. On the left hash, they are moving away from the campus, from right to left or from south to north here at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium. Thousands of Smyrna fans came out tonight for this one, and a good Independence crowd too. Handoff right side, and that is Jeff Veras, and picks up 5 yards. He came from a receiver slot, came on the end around. Meadows on the stop. Second down and 5. Up the middle goes the quarterback, Heckman. And Heckman ekes out a couple of yards. 2, 3 yards. We'll see where they spot it. Third and short for Independence.
Well, they've got about 3rd and 2, and this is a really big possession here for Independence. They really need to get a drive of some sort going here in the third quarter. Clock is against them. When you're down this much, you've got to consider the clock against you anytime in the second half.
Edie on the stop. 3rd and 2 for Independence, and flags.
I believe that's going to be Smyrna here.
Looks like the Bulldogs may have jumped off sides. Here's the official call.
Dead ball foul, encroachment on the defense.
That would be the Smyrna Bulldogs.
And that would give Independence the automatic first down here.
1st and 10. After they mark off the penalty, the ball at the 35 for Independence. Here's Heckman back to pass, hit as he launched it. Has an open man at the 40, 45, 50, 45, and going to be shoved out of bounds and thrown is Ty Stannard. And I mean thrown off of the playing field by Cody Hager and onto the track area. 17-yard pickup, and he was thrown out of bounds by about 10. Ball at the 46, a first down for Independence in Smyrna territory here. 9:14 on the clock. Alex Heckman, their best drive of the night. The Eagles of Independence. Three-step drop, looking left, passing left, and catching left. Down to the 31-yard line, Alex Reese. And a 15-yard pickup that time before Drew Garner made the stop.
2 good throws by Heckman and getting a little bit more time to throw the football. And a couple of good gains here and 2 first downs.
Let me remind you that there is 9 minutes and 6 seconds left in the third. Still a lot of time on the clock. Heckman looks over to the sidelines, and Coach Jason Eubanks in his first year there. 11-3 are the Independence Eagles. So are the Smyrna Bulldogs. Heckman looking right, passing right, almost tipped. It's going to be caught out there by Stannard. Wilkes finally stopped him. 8-yard pickup going right side. Ball goes out of bounds at about the 23. 2nd down and 3. Well, they are marching the football this trip here, John.
Yeah, they are, and they're doing it with just short out passes to the sidelines, and they've done a good job. Heckman's really done good. The rush is not there. There it is.
There came the rush that time, but he got the quick pass off. Turning, spinning, going up to the 20, down to the 15. And it's another first down for the Eagles of Independence. Dion Meadows again with the tackle. We're seeing some new guys getting in here on the tackles, John, and we're talking about safety, so that means they're picking up chunks of yardage here. 8:03 here on the clock. Here's Heckman, and is going to be dumped at the 10. That is not Heckman. I believe that's Parker. Cody Hager on the stop.
That was Parker.
It's going to be 2nd down, 5 yards to go. The ball at the 10 on the left hash. So the Eagles are knocking on the door here.
Kind of a 2-minute drill here they're running. You know, that no huddle offense.
Heckman back to pass, looking left, throwing left to the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown from 10 yards away. Heckman to Alex Reese, and the Independence Eagles get on the scoreboard.
They got on the scoreboard pretty quickly, too.
With 7 minutes, 26 seconds on the clock, it's 33-6. Smyrna up, but the Eagles just scored.
3 minutes and 38 seconds.
Jeff Barris for the point. Snap, set, it's slow, and no good. No good, so they have trouble with it too. We'll take a break. Independence just scored, but Bulldogs up 33-6.
33-6, the Smyrna Bulldogs over the Eagles, and Independence just scored on an 8-play, 3-minute and 38-second drive.
Makes the score 33-6 Bulldogs, and ready for the kickoff. And, John, I would expect another onside kick maybe?
Wouldn't surprise me at all, Brian. They held them last time and marched down the field. Let's see what they do here.
Kickoff by Veras, and it is an onside kick. And it's going to be taken at the 40, at the 30, at the 20, at the 15, at the 10, at the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Corey Cammon!
Well, unlikely hero, Corey Cammon. 50 yards for a touchdown return here, and just really bad planning there by Independence after they did the onside kick. Nobody picked him up. They went for the ball and tried to get the ball before they got the player. And Cammon went in for 50 yards on a touchdown to make it 39-6 already, Brian. We're right back where we started.
Boy, what a play.
Well, I've never seen that. I don't think I've ever seen that, a touchdown run. Jeff's been around a little longer than I have. He may have seen it, but I've not seen that.
Here is the extra. Snap is high, and Gray gets it down. The kick is no good, however. 39-6, wide left. 39-6 is your new score. This is Blue Cross Bowl coverage on WGNS.
And a 50-yard return by Corey Cammons to make it 39-6 Smyrna. Brian?
We're just talking here in the booth about how we have not seen anything like that on an onside kick. It just took the perfect bounce right into Corey Cammon's hands, John, and he was gone.
No doubt about it. And again, I don't know that I've seen that, but it was not done very well by Independence that time.
We'll check in with Donnie here in just a second. He is strolling the sidelines for Steve Martin Construction right now, waiting for the kickoff here by Smyrna High School. Adam Woodard to kick it off. And gets the toe in it. It's going to be a short kick. It's going to be taken at the 20. 25 and out to the 30 is Ben Parker and Donnie Johnson. Boy, a lot of action here in the last couple of minutes.
Well, you got that right, Brian. Well, what I was going to say was, you guys have probably mentioned, Independence came back last week down 21-6 to come back and win 27-26. And Coach Shad Owens, after that Independence drive to open the first half, well, he gave his team one heck of a pep talk over here on the sidelines, and apparently did some good because they returned that onside kick for a touchdown. It's down 39-6. It's going to be tough for Independence guys. Let's see what they can do here on this drive.
Steve Miller season football game of the year.
Kind of sad. Tom and I were talking about that at halftime.
You know, it ends
kind of like a family.
Well, we are. But we get together each August to December on Friday nights. Then we don't want to see each other again. Heckman passes to the 27, to the 30, to the 31, 32 is complete out there to, well, I've lost the young man. That was number 21, Adam Leland, I believe.
Well, Veras made the reception, Brian. I think it was.
Was it Veras?
Yes.
Stopped by Harris? Oh, Hendricks.
They're going to give him 4 yards on that reception.
Second down and 6 then for Alex Heckman. Pass is right. Pass is complete to Ball. Ball at the 35 and up to the 41-yard line as he lunges forward. And it is enough for a first down. It was an 8-yard pickup, and he needed but 6. Jeremy King with the stop for the Smyrna Bulldogs. First down for Independence. 6:26. Clock stops with the first down to move the chains.
They're really just doing a lot of short routes here, and Smyrna is playing somewhat conservative, but you really need to, you really have to. They don't want to get beat anything long.
Here's Heckman back to pass, goes left, and the pass is caught by Stannard, and he picks up only 2 yards. Pressure by Hammond. Cameron. Corey's fourth tackle and has really, I guess, what you call a kickoff return. But it was an onside kickoff. Back to pass, Heckman on the 2nd and 8. Burns it left side, complete to Jeff Barris. And he's going to be out of bounds in Smyrna territory now at the 48-yard line. Hendricks with his 3rd tackle of the night. First down for the Independence Eagles.
They're starting to rack up some first downs. This no-huddle offense has been pretty effective here for Independence.
Heckman sends 3 wide right, 2 to the left, and an empty backfield. Back to pass across the middle, incomplete, overthrew his receiver by an easy 10 yards.
He had completed 8 straight passes before that incompletion right there. So he's picked it up a little bit, Heckman has.
Cameron was defending on that play across the middle. And I believe the receiver had him beat there. The pass was overthrown.
There was no loft to the ball. It was just a kind of a line drive. Didn't have time. The receiver didn't have time to get under it.
Alex Heckman, empty backfield again. Wide receivers everywhere. 3-step drop, back to pass, wide open at the 37. And down to the 27-yard line is Isaiah Ball. A 20-yard pickup on the pass and catch. Another first down. Hager and Garner on the stop for Smyrna, but they get the ball to the 27 of Smyrna High School, really the 28. Ball going right side, and it's Stannard, and he's down to the 25, maybe the 24, for a pickup of 4 or 5 yards. We'll see where they spot it. They put it at the 24, so we'll give him 5. Cammon's 5th tackle for Smyrna High School. 2nd down, 6 to go. Boy, if we had this kind of second half in the first half, it would have been a back-and-forth affair. But right now, Smyrna leads at 39-6. Here's Heckman, back to pass, looking left, lofting left, and has a receiver left, but overthrew Varys. He went out of bounds at around the 4 and could not make the completion. 3rd down and 6.
Well, I think this is a pretty important defensive stop here by Smyrna if they can do it. 3rd and 6, and get the ball back and eat up a little bit more of that clock. The clock is the thing right now. It's the most precious thing going on with 4:28 to go in the third. Still plenty of time, but a big deficit to come back from.
Heckman sends wideouts everywhere.
Brian, that defense has been out there a long time, too.
Looking left, passing left, and the catch is made out there. Alex Reese at the 11. Cody Hager wraps him up and brings him down, though, but it's enough to move the chains. A first down and a 13-yard passing catch, enough for the first down.
They have 7 first downs here in this second half, just in this quarter. I can understand now how they came back.
I can
too. Seeing what they're doing right now.
I'm glad we had a 33-0 cushion right now. And we may need every bit of it. Heckman dancing in the pocket. Long pass to the back of the end zone. Touchdown to Isaac Ball. The TD.
Got to tip their hat to Heckman there. 11 yards, and that was a bullet. Nice catch by Ball. Let's see if they go for 2 here.
Well, they bring out what appears to be the regular offense here. I'm looking for number 7. No, there he is. That's Jeff Varys, the place kicker. Trailing here, 39-12. Varys, point after, snap, set. Kick up, and good. It is 39-13. Bulldogs up, 4:05 left in the third. We'll be right back.
Independence scores on 9 plays, 3 minutes and 6 seconds it took to get that touchdown drive. 39-13, Brian.
4:05 on the third quarter clock. Jeff Barris, don't know if he'll attempt an onside kick this time or not. He does not. Rod Wilkes is going to take it at the 2. He's at the 10, at the 15, spins at the 20 now, at the 25, and going to be brought down at the 30 for a 28-yard return by Rod Wilkes. Donnie Johnson on the sidelines. Independence showing a little bit of life here, Donnie.
I'll tell you what, Fred Astaire couldn't have done any better than that one time. Rod Wilkes, I was just talking to Dr. Johns about his incredible athleticism, and he just took some little stutter steps and then just spun around and left number 2, just standing there in his tracks. But what an athlete, Rod Wilkes.
Fred Astaire has nothing on Donnie Johnson down there on the sidelines for Steve Martin Construction. 9:04.9639. Here's Sonny Gray on the 1st and 10, and whistles everywhere. Flags 2.
Dead ball. False start. Purple.
So it's going to be against the Bulldogs and back them up 5.
Brian, I think it's really important that Smyrna run some time off and try to get some points, but more importantly, let that defense get a rest. They've been on the field a long time in this third quarter.
Here we go with the 1st and 15 play now. Gray to Bryson. Bryson 25-30, 35-40, and brought down and picks up 16 yards. Jeremiah Bryson gives the Bulldogs a first down.
Their first one, and that's what you like to see.
Barris on the stop, John.
Nice 16-yard run, and Jeremiah's had a kind of a strange game. He's had big bursts of big gains, but then he's been held for several plays. So, but boy, once he gets in the open field, he's tough to bring down.
Hager and Martin to the left. Jonah Hendricks to the right, and an eye backfield. Brandon Hendricks and Bryson. Sonny Gray works from center this time. Bryson left side, barrels his way for 2 or 3 yards. Second down for Smyrna High School. Clock rolls at 3:16, and that's what really Smyrna wants to see, is that clock continue to melt away.
Yeah, and you've got to do it. A lot of that's got to happen on the ground, and they need to keep having 3rd and short situations rather than 3rd and 10s.
Second down, 8 to go. Ball at their own 42. Play clock down to 7. Down to 3. Gray to Bryson. Bryson breaks it at the 45 up to near the 49-yard line. It's going to be just shy of the first down by a yard or 2, and it'll bring up 3rd and short.
That's a good run, and using that left side of that offensive line, and Tyler Eady following him, and Tyler Montgomery, and now that makes it for a 3rd and short situation. Sonny can do a lot of things here.
Consiglio and Coffey on the tackle for Independence. 3rd and 1. Yeah, 1, we'll call it. Gray at the line of scrimmage. Calls the play. Big James Hudson over the football. The play is to Bryson and has the first down. Crawls down to the 45-yard line. Move those chains for the Smyrna Bulldogs. Thomas Berry on the stop, but not before another first down for Smyrna High.
Well, the good thing about this, you're moving the clock, moving that time is moving, and so is the chains. And that's always a good thing. 1:50 to go here in the 3rd, and Jeremiah Bryson doing what he needs to do and get some big yardage for the Bulldogs.
1st and 10, the ball in Independence territory at the 46. On the left hash, moving from left to right on your radio, are the purple and gold. Gray lofts one left side. Wilkes is there, and Wilkes cannot make the catch. Incomplete, and good defense that time by Isaac Baugh of Independence.
That was excellent defense. Took the inside lane on Wilkes, and Rod couldn't do anything. In fact, it's lucky it wasn't offensive interference.
And Wilkes working out a cramp down there on the sidelines as he is still down. Gives us a chance
Him rather
on the field. I know what would cure him, and that would be for me to take a timeout here. So,
why don't we do that?
well, we could step aside here for 30 seconds or so, and we'll do that.
Johns. So Donnie should be able to give us something.
Well, he is down there scouting out the sidelines tonight. 1:26 left here in the third.
Do you think his microphone hit Rod and he knocked him out?
He could have. 2nd and 10 for Smyrna. Here's Bryson. They try to pull him down from his shirt tail, and then he falls forward for 3 yards up to near the 42-yard line. Donnie, I noticed that, let's see, Rod seems to be strolling the sidelines over there. How does it look? Is it just the cramp?
Right. Yeah, he's up walking around, and his mom and the sister were down here in the field to check on him. But it looks like it is just a cramp in his right calf, and hopefully he'll be back in the game here in a little bit.
All right, sounds good. 3rd and 7 here, so just a cramp for Rod Wilkes here. It's 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs in Independence territory. They go right side. Bryson, can he cut the corner? No. At the 41, he is down. Picked up 2. And it's going to bring up 4th, John.
Brian, sorry. Sometimes we forget that these guys play both sides of the ball, and Rod Wilkes is one of those that does do that. And so he's in on every play. And defensively in that 3rd quarter, they were on the field a lot. So I can understand a cramp happening to one of them.
4th and 5, and they're not going to take a play here. They don't have to as the clock rolls down as the end of the 3rd quarter is coming around and about here as the clock rolls to all zeros. We're going to take a timeout. 4th quarter coming at you. That's all that stands in the way of a Smyrna Bulldog victory. Stay with us. Blue Cross Bowl coverage on WGNS.
I think I might punt in this situation. I might try to pin them back as far as it could.
Well, Sonny Gray, of course, does the punting, and it looks like a punt formation. Independence has nobody back there fearing a fake. Gray barks at the line now from the deep shotgun. He's going to get it off, and they come after it. But I think River kicks it out of the end zone. Touchback. Oh, mercy.
Came close, didn't he?
I thought Hager had a shot at that one, but it took a bounce away from him, and it's going to be a touchback, and they have the ball at the 20. Of course, they did get it out of the shadows of their end zone a minute ago in the first half. They had it at the 2. 39-13 is your score. Bulldogs leading the Eagles here in the 4th quarter. Independence rolls out. Alex Heckman, sophomore quarterback, took over in the 3rd or 4th game of the year. Maybe even a bit earlier than that. They've had 3 quarterbacks this year. One, the starter, dismissed. Heckman takes the ball up the gut for about 3 or 4.
Well, I'll take that play all night long. If he wants to run that a couple more times, that'll be great. 3-yard gain.
Well, if they run the ball, Thomason on the stop, by the way, if they run the ball on every play and scored, they wouldn't have enough time to do it again.
Well, they're behind 26, right? And so you're going to have at least over 3 scores, correct?
Yep.
That's a tall order. I don't care how fast your offense is moving the ball.
Quick pass, right side. Varys takes out a couple of line judges out there. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and short. Jonah Hendricks on the stop. Ball put down at the 28. Still deep in Independence territory. Heckman over there looking at the sideline for Coach Eubanks. He sends Ball as well as Parker as receivers to the right. Ball is on the right hash, so the wide side is the left, and he has 3 receivers there. They come after him, and boy, he is leveled. And I mean, he is pushed down to the turf by Dion Meadows, and he ate a little bit of the turf that time.
You can hear that one from up here. I mean, he smacked him.
Fourth down.
Nobody got in front of him either. He had a clear path to Heckman.
Boy, when you hear footsteps like that, I wonder what goes through your mind. Here's the train, and it's a-coming.
Well, he was lucky to even get the pass off.
4th down and 2. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Well, this is your ball game.
They may try to pull them off sides, but they don't. They're going for it on 4th and 2. Pass is caught for 3 yards. Left side by Alex Reese. And all they needed was 2, and they moved the chains. Nice little quick pass. David Sanders with the tackle.
Well, the only thing that I think that saved him on that play, Reese is just a little bit bigger than David Sanders and had the inside edge. But pretty good coverage that time by Sanders, but another first down for Independence. That's 8 for the half.
Well, they've had a pretty good half, haven't they?
They have. Very good.
Here's Heckman on the 1st and 10. Long pass. Both defenders go down, and there's a flag. And I'm afraid this is going to be against Smyrna and David Sanders. He got tangled up with the receiver left side, which was Jeff Varys. We will have to go downstairs and check it out here as the official picks up the flag across the way. Here's the call.
Defensive pass interference on the purple. Automatic first down.
That was...
Well, the Smyrna fans really not happy with that call, were they?
Defensive pass interference. So it gives them a first down. 10:51 on the clock. What did they have in the locker room at halftime?
Don't go there.
I'm just joking. 1st and 10 for Independence. Back to pass. Heckman hit as it's launched, and a great pass, but he's out of bounds. Out of bounds. Intended for Varys, and almost made the play. 2nd and 10. Ball at their own 47-yard line.
Clock had stopped. I think Reese had to tie a shoe. A little equipment malfunction.
Heckman pulls the trigger. Goes right side. Baugh hit and now dives forward. Gets it down to the 46-yard line, and Wilkes with the stop for the Smyrna Bulldogs.
Excellent defense because Smyrna brought a bunch of people, and they had a little screen pass going and looked like that they would pick up some big yardage on that, but good pursuit that time by the secondary of Smyrna, and they held them.
Bulldogs leading here 39-13. Whistles, flag. The official can't get it out.
Well, it looked like number 58 for Smyrna, Anthony Smith, moved on the right side.
Let's go downstairs and get the call.
Dead ball foul. Encroachment on the purple.
Encroachment on Smyrna, so that gives Independence
First down.
another 5 yards. Down to the 42.
Well, Brian, we're making some silly penalties right now. We're acting like we're the ones behind. We've got a big lead. We need to play a little smarter right now.
1st and 10 now. The ball at the Smyrna 42. Right side. Receivers everywhere. Going right side. And the catch is made out there to Ben Parker. Out of bounds at the 24. And, John, he threw that at the perfect place. Threw it outside where only Parker could catch it for 18-yard pickup.
Yeah, and it looked like they got turned around. I think the Smyrna defender got turned around a little bit and just wasn't able to come up with it.
Pushed out by Jenkins. Another first down for the Eagles. 10 minutes, 1 second on the 4th quarter clock.
Boy, Heckman's...
He's going up the middle with it now. Dancing at the 20, at the 15, down to the 11. And another first down on the draw play. Hager on the stop. What were you going to say about Heckman?
Well, his passing yardage has been tremendous, but he just made a nice run of 13 yards for another first down. But this no-huddle offense has given Smyrna some fits here in this second half. And Heckman's done a great job of getting it to those receivers.
We'll check in with Donnie Johnson on the field after this play. Heckman with a 1st and 10 from the 13. Lofts one right side, touchdown. At the corner of the end zone, Ben Parker with the touchdown from 13. Donnie Johnson on the sidelines. What do you say?
Well, I tell you what, Brian, things are looking up for Independence, and Smyrna's had another guy go down with an injury. Number 4 is senior defensive end, Brandon Hendricks. He's injured his right knee. Dr. Johns is over there with him. They've got it wrapped up. Don't know how serious it is right now, but Brandon Hendricks is out with an injured right knee right now.
All right, Donnie, thank you very much. Appreciate that Steve Martin Construction Field Report. Right now it's 39-19, 9:42 on the clock. Varus for the point. Snap, set, kick away. It's up and good. 39-20, 9:42 left in the state championship football game. We'll be back to the air maybe on this drive.
I think so. I think they will, and I think they're going to have to watch for this onside kick again.
Got to swap sides of the field. Both teams went to the wrong side, and they get everything situated down there. 9:42 is left here in the football game. 39-20. I was just going to look back, and I forgot to do that. South Pittsburgh scored 52 points, so not going to make that. A lot of high-scoring games. 35, 52, 32, 28. Yeah, a lot of high-scoring games.
Smyrna's got all of their good hands people up there. 84, 9, Perez, Martin.
Expecting an onside kick here from Jeff Varys. The toe is in it right now, and it is an onside kick, and it's taken. And Smyrna has it, but it's fumbled. It's picked up by Cammon. Cammon at the 40, at the 35, at the 30, and brought down at the 28-yard line. It was fumbled right to Corey Cammon.
He almost did it again.
He almost did it again. Wow. Fowler on the stop. Fowler was the only thing in the way from him returning it again. I'm just glad we got the football.
That ball rolled about 4 yards, and Corey Cammon looks, it's me again. Here I go. I'm going to make a little Duke move right there and try to score again. But, boy, that was a tough break for Independence, to be honest with you. They had the football there for a second, but Corey Cammon's the man of the hour right now. He's the only offense Smyrna's mustered in the second half just about. Corey Cammon.
Smyrna has it at the Independence 29-yard line. Sonny Gray going to work from the shotgun this time. And hands off Bryson, left side, 25-20, and going to be barreled down at the 18-yard line. Fowler's 4th tackle. 11-yard pickup there for Jeremiah Bryson, and a first down for the Bulldogs.
A good hard running that time by Bryson, and that was a huge first down pickup there for Smyrna.
Clock on a roll at 9:20.
And they're not going to be in any hurry either.
Play clock at 12. Gray looking back at the play clock. Boy, he's a smart quarterback. Goes left side with the play, and it's Bryson. Bryson shoestringed at the 10. A pickup of 8. Jeremiah Bryson with some hard running. By the way, Region 4-5A and all who play Smyrna, you'll get to see him for 3 more years. He's only a freshman.
He can't go to the NFL draft, can he?
No, I don't think he's NFL draft eligible.
Well, he has 22 carries and 138 yards tonight, 3 touchdowns.
Hager and Martin to the right. To the left is Rodriguez Wilkes. Sackett and 3, ball on the 11. Right side, whistles, flags. Whistles, and the flag on the far side. We'll just have to see what this is all about. Didn't see anything illegal there for Smyrna, but...
Dead ball foul. False start on the purple.
It is against Smyrna. False start against the Bulldogs. Back them up 5.
So
So the ball is back at the 16-yard line now on the left hash. They are moving away from the campus from right to left or from south to north here at Floyd Stadium. Clock rolling at 8:09. Gray with a 2nd and 8. Bryson left side. Bryson 10-5 end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Jeremiah Bryson finds pay dirt once again.
Well, he's been running behind Tyler Edey and company on that left side. Most of his big gains have been running that left side again, and another huge hole that time, and nobody in the secondary was able to pick him up for Independence. Another touchdown, and boy, did we need it.
Makes it 45-20, and here is Adam Woodard on to attempt the point after. Snap, the hold by Gray. The kick is away, and it is good. It's 46-20. Bulldogs up, 7:58 left here in the State 5A football championship game. It's Blue Cross Bowl coverage on WGNS.
FM 100.5 and 101.9, AM 1450, and GoInsideSports.com.
We are back. 16-yard TD run by Jeremiah Bryson. 2 minutes and 14 seconds on a 5-play drive by Smyrna. They lead at 46-20.
7:58 left here in the football game and in the 2007 football season, which again culminates in a Blue Cross Bowl appearance. And here is a kickoff by Chris Yoder. Going to be taken at the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and brought down at the 30. Taken by Adam Leland. Jonah Hendricks with the stop.
Yoder made a wrong turn there. He should have gone right. He went left, and he ran into Jonah Hendricks. Brian, it's that was a big touchdown for Smyrna. 46-20. Now the deficit. As quickly as Independence has scored, I really find it hard to believe that they can get that many scores in 7 minutes and 51 seconds.
And here is Heckman. Heckman fumbles the ball and gets on it at the 15. But a huge loss, a 15-yard loss from the 30 all the way back to the 15 as the clock rolls, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 20 yards, 25 yards. Godina on the tackle for the Bulldogs. Second down and a ton of yardage. They finally put the stick down. It's a 25-yard play here to get the first down. Heckman from the shotgun. Receivers everywhere, and that's the way they've been all night here in the second half. Ball skips in, but now flags fly in. Maybe a late hit. Pass was incomplete to Alex Reese.
It could be interference on Jonah Hendricks. He was pretty close with that coverage.
Here's the official call.
Defensive pass interference on the purple. Automatic first down, 15 yards from the previous spot.
Be good.
Can't talk. Oh, mercy.
Well, that was a big help there.
Well, it makes it 1st and 10. And they come after Heckman. They hit him, but makes the catch at Reese at the midfield 45 and going to be stopped there at the 46-yard line. Nice passing catch there, 14 yards, and Jonah Hendricks there to make the stop. Well, John, they've done pretty well with the football, and I could see how they came back last week against Millington, you know?
Yeah, you take if Smyrna didn't have 33 points on them, that could have been a pretty close game here. I mean, it could have been really tight, but just too much of a deficit to come back on here. And Smyrna was able to answer the call. Again, you got to hand off to the Smyrna offense for coming back.
And he's sacked all the way back at the 36-yard line.
That's one of those brown bag specials, isn't it?
That is. Bring the sack to the grocery store. Dakota Woods. Second down. And we'll call it 20 to go. 6:06 on the clock. 46-20. Bulldogs up. Second down play is coming up here. Going left side and lofts it out there and almost picked off by Rod Wilkes. May have been tipped. But Rod Wilkes could have slammed the door on that one.
Well, Alex Heckman may set a Blue Cross Bowl record. I don't know. He may have. This is the 37th pass attempt. I don't have the official scoring on that, but that's quite a few passes. And now they have 209 yards passing in the air. 40, they've got 40. 23 of 40.
23 of 40.
Do I have to finish my stats? This stuff is really good on this monitor. This teleprompter
We just
thing.
need that little thing everywhere we go.
Yeah.
Heckman tries the pass across the middle, incomplete. Tried to skip it in, and John Smyrna is just bringing the pressure on the corners and up the middle and just daring Heckman to throw it, and now he's got a fourth down.
Yeah, I think he's making them rush the pass a little bit here, and I think a good idea by Smyrna. Challenge him, just don't sit back and let him get yardage, just try to sack him.
Timeout on the field, Smyrna 46, Eagles 20.
I know they've had a couple of injuries here, but looks like Rod Wilkes is back in the field. He's okay. Number 4 is also walking the sidelines. Looks like nothing serious, so that's a good thing. But in just a few minutes, guys, looks like Smyrna's going to make history by defending their state crown.
And good job on recovering from those early fumbles, Donnie.
Hey, thank you, Brian.
Here's Ekman back to pass. Long one across the middle is caught and in Smyrna territory at the 45, but that's going to be it. Whoa, Hager. What a hit. Hendricks out there, too. Alex Reese made the catch, but he sure paid for it. He's going to feel that one in the morning.
Well, Brian, thank you for letting me come back on the air. They needed 19 yards. He got 18 of them, but just came up a little short there.
On the fourth down play.
Luckily for us.
Yep. So it's at the 45. We had to wait and see where they spotted it. Smyrna's going to take over here with 5:32. A couple of first downs and a grind them out situation here, and we can call this one complete. Gray going to work from the shotgun here. And Bryson, 50, 45, cuts back outside. Still on his feet down to the 41-yard line. And enough for the first down. Picks up 14. Williams on the tackle. John Jeremiah Bryson has had a heck of a game tonight. And you said you need a pretty good night for him. But right now, that pretty good night has turned out to be a tremendous night for the freshman.
Well, he's done everything that you ask of him. And he's over 150 yards rushing right now and 3 touchdowns. And what I think's really been important here, he's carrying the ball when you really need him to get big yards, going around that left side of that offensive line and picking up huge first downs for Smyrna right now.
Eye backfield. Bryson carries it for 2 off the left guard down to the 38-yard line. I want to thank Gary Rankin and Jeff Jordan for the halftime festivities from Mullins Jewelry. Coming up is the Prentice Alsop Heating and Air 5th quarter show in a little over 10 minutes or so. Clock time 4:40. We'll have all of the post-game activities from the field as well. All of the presentations and interviews on the field and post-game stats in this one. Gray to Sanders, and Sanders is going to be leveled at the 38, right at the line of scrimmage. Consiglio's 13th tackle tonight. And the video board here says that's got to hurt, and I'm sure it does. Third down. 7.5 yards to go. The clock is at 3:56. The Bulldogs 46, Eagles 20.
Brian, I got to give hats off to the Eagles of Independence. They made a little bit of a game out of it. But, you know, you're facing a 33-0 deficit, and you came out in the second half and put up a fight. Didn't quit, did they?
No, they sure didn't. Hey, Sonny Gray running right side. Great fake. Gray going to barrel down to the 30-yard line, and it's right at the sticks.
That was such a great fake that they were tackling David Sanders on the left side. It was unbelievable. They were actually tackling David Sanders, two of them. Two of the Independence players were tackling David Sanders, and Sonny Gray had it on the other side of the field.
They may measure here on the 3rd down and 8.
I was watching them tackle David Sanders, and then I go, Brian, you
Where's
must
the
be
football?
Brian, you must be crazy. You're calling a game, and actually you were right. You were following the play.
They're going to bring the sticks out, I believe, to measure. They don't have far to go.
Brian, while I got a second here, I want to talk about some of these seniors, you know, and there's several of them.
It's a first down for Smyrna, by the way, John Dinkins. First down. First bank, first down.
We've got, of course, Sonny Gray, who they're going to miss terribly. Of course, there's a lot of these guys. Brandon Hendricks, Kelly Thomason, Rod Wilkes, of course. Cody Hager is a junior, and Tyler Eady's a junior. So they got a lot of good ones coming back. Tyler Montgomery, a senior. James Hudson, Jeremy King, and Quentin Allen, all seniors, and a lot of those on that offensive line. They do have Tyler coming back, so and a great Smyrna Middle Panther team. So,
and a good freshman team from Smyrna Middle last year.
The rich get richer.
Yes, they are. Hit in the backfield.
David Sanders is wishing he didn't even come in, didn't he?
Sanders is smothered.
So what are they picking on me?
Lost 5. Standard on the tackle. Clock at 3 minutes.
And there are a lot of people that have not played, that or have been on the bench that play,
sure.
and don't have enough time to mention them. Josh Day, who was injured, and
I see him right there. I was just going to mention him. He's down there. He's got his jersey on and wishing he could be out there. The defensive MVP in this game last year. Didn't even get to suit up this year, though. Sanders finally breaks it. 25 and down to around the 21 on the second down play, and he picks up about 12 of the 14 he needed. Another first down, and that's probably going to do it.
Well, good for David that time. He made a nice little run. David is also, he's a senior, and honestly playing a little bit in the shadows of Jeremiah Bryson, but he's done a great job in all those years. He's played a lot at running back and tailback and receiver, and David Sanders is going to be missed and done a great job for the Bulldogs.
2 minutes. 3rd and 1 here. Gray going to let the clock go all the way down to 1. He's going to sneak, and he's going to have the first bank. First down. Quarterback sneak for Sonny Gray.
Well, that probably will do it now.
Smyrna fans are on their feet. Many of them still here. And they're about to get loud. Sonny comes off the field and gives a big bear hug to Rod Wilkes, and now he's met, both of them, by Philip Shadowans. Big hugs down there on the sidelines. And the new quarterback in is Josh Woodard, quarterback of the future. Josh Woodard, a sophomore, will be a junior next year. Clock at 1:16.
David Sanders just about broke one. Wouldn't that be great that he could score a touchdown his last game?
Sanders gets it down, picks up 6, 2nd and 4.
A lot of these Smyrna Bulldogs will continue their career in college. Wilkes and Gray. Gray probably will be playing a different sport.
A bunch of the Bulldogs are huddled around the coaches. High fives, hugs everywhere. Smyrna takes a knee. Josh Woodard takes a knee. And they've got to do it one more time again.
And they've been hit with Gatorade.
Coach got the Gatorade bath again. Coach Philip Shadowans down there celebrating with the Bulldogs. Clock at 30 seconds. Clock at 20 seconds. They've got to take the knee one more time. Here's Woodard, takes the knee, and that's going to do it. And for the first time in Rutherford County football history, a local team has won back-to-back state football championships. The Smyrna Bulldogs, state champions in 06 and state champions in 07. The final, 46-20. 46-20 the final score. Smyrna High School, state champions again. What a win for Smyrna High.
Post-game trophy presentation. Please clear the middle of the field. Post-game trophy presentations. Bill Foster, the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, and members of the TSSAA Board of Control making our awards presentations. We'll begin our presentations with our Most Valuable Player Awards. On offense, this player carried the football 27 times, gaining 170 yards and getting 4 touchdowns from Smyrna, number 22, Jeremiah Pricing. On defense, our MVP tonight had 1 interception, 1 pass breakup, and 3 tackles. Big plays for number 5, Rod Wilkes. The next award is the coach's flag for the runner-up coach in Class 5A. It goes to Coach Jason Eubanks of Independence High School. The team trophy for the Class 5A state runners-up, finishing the year with a record of 11 wins and 4 losses from Thompson Station, Tennessee, the Eagles of Independence High School.
Go ahead and take this.
Championship coach's flag goes to the head coach of your 5A state champions, and it goes to Coach Philip Shadowin of Smyrna. And the team trophy goes to your 5A state champions, back-to-back, the Smyrna Bulldogs. Blue Cross this year with Tennessee is proud to be part of Tennessee's high school football championships. Congratulations to both teams for their hard work and determination. And congratulations to Smyrna, your 2007 Class 5A Blue Cross Bowl champion.